the next movie we watched this week was Nico's pick, that being the 2004 film Napoleon Dynamite.
Alright guys, so Napoleon Dynamite is an average kid who no one understands. Kip, Grandma, and Rico are always giving him commands. But then he meets a new kid named Pedro and befriends Deb, and as they work to get Pedro elected as class president, we watch as they navigate life in their small town, and hijinks ensue.
Fun fact, the dance routine at the end of the movie was improvised to 3 different songs when they were planning it out, and then they just kept the best dance moves from each of those improvisations and then did it to a 4th unrelated song.
That's a good enough fun fact.
Radical.
Alright, so Dylan, where are you putting this one?
S minus.
Pretty good. Tanner, I'm so curious about you.
So, I am the notorious Napoleon Dynamite hater. I will say, I have not watched this since high school. So it's probably been almost 10 years. And I kind of think it's a bit of an Elf situation where it was just so massively overplayed back in my childhood that I developed a resentment for it. But revisiting this was fine. I'm at a flat B.
Oh, Jackson, how about you?
I'm at a B+.
And I'm also at a B+. I like this movie. I'm very happy to hear that for the most part we're much closer than I was expecting us to be. I thought this was going to be a bit more of an all over the spectrum sort of film.
What was our favorite bit? Everyone's favorite bit?
The thing that had me laughing along the most was the dance scene.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, it was just the fucking 30-year-old brother turning into a cholo. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I like that a lot, too.
The way he just plays it so straight, too, is very funny to me. And, they don't even, backpedal on it at all. It just is actually something that's happening, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. For me, I definitely like the scene where Napoleon gets picked up by presumably Pedro's cousins.
I think they were his cousins.
Dylan, what about you?
I liked the bit with the marriage.
There you go. Yeah, that was a post-credit scene for you. Jackson missed out on that one.
Yeah, he walked out of the room, that motherfucker.
I'm sorry, I just don't give a shit about post-credit scenes at all.
You should.
I wasn't expecting there to be a post-credit scene, so I don't know.
I don't expect it from any of the movies that I watch either, but I darn it, I watch anyway just in case.
Yeah, so what happened was it was a marriage between Kip and his girlfriend, now wife, and Napoleon rides in on a horse that he managed to capture.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then the two ride off into the distance.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, let's get the obvious stuff out of the way. It's a well-done comedy movie. It's very unique in its take on it, too, which is interesting. I think Napoleon's a fun character to watch on screen. He's very consistent in how he acts with things. You can kind of expect how he's going to go about certain situations, which I think is entertaining. The people around him, too, are very interesting characters. Well, Pedro's a funny guy, whatever her name, Penny, I don't remember. Deb, yeah, whatever. I don't know where the fuck I got Penny from. But, they're all just fun characters. His uncle, silly, it's just a unique cast of little goofballs. A movie like this would not get made nowadays.
No.
At all.
It's because it'd get canceled for being racist or something.
True. There was a good deal of casual racism being thrown around throughout it, which was funny, to be fair.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And Napoleon says the word retarded.
That's true.
Oh,
he does.
yeah, I forgot about... Yeah, definitely would not fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the humor holds up pretty well. It's pretty funny. My only major complaint with it is the pacing. I think it slows down a bit too much here and there.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, you know me, I love my awkward humor, and this film is definitely full of it. The movie really doesn't have any real laugh out loud moments, so I have no idea what the fucking trailer for this would have looked like. Typically they try and get in those more punchy jokes in them. This film doesn't have any of that, so I have no idea what they did for that, but it does give me a very consistent feeling of yeah, this is fun. I'm enjoying this. I'm having a good time. It's a much more subdued and dry comedy than you typically expect from the era, where a lot of the films are White Chicks and Anchorman. They're really loud and jingle keys in front of you. Napoleon Dynamite just finds the comedy in these more mundane interactions or situations that he's having with the other characters.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why I appreciate it now that I'm older and a bit more experienced with movies. Like one joke specifically that I doubt I caught as a kid was the time machine. We see Napoleon using it and he gets fucking electrocuted, and then it cuts to them in the Dollar Tree, and Uncle Rico is clearly limping around because he must have been, like, held on to that fucking time machine rod for way too long.
Yeah. He just really wanted it to work.
I love adults who cling on to their childhood victories too long.
Yeah.
He had to go back, man. He had to go. Did he even have a fucking victory?
He likes to think he would have if his coach had left him in the game or something, or put him in the game. I don't remember, dude. I just think it's funny that adults have that fucking ego trip. It's my least favorite, like, trait of a person, but, you know, when it's in movies, it's pretty funny. Go on.
I think one of the things I like about this movie is that the characters just seem realistic, too, regardless of how absurd they are. Like, I feel like I've met fuckers like this in real life, which adds to it as well. Mm-hmm. Like, whatever the fuck his name is, the uncle guy, Rico. Yeah. Oh my god, man. I've met so many old dudes like him. It's actually insane. And that definitely adds a lot to it. Now, I definitely have people in, like, high school and middle school that are acting like fucking Napoleon and Kip.
Yeah.
It really adds to it. It's a very immersive feeling movie.
I like how they tried to insinuate towards the beginning of the movie that Kip was gay. And there were a lot of pointed jokes, and then it ended up he had I almost said bodaciously black woman, but I don't think that's a proper way to describe her, so I'll just say a black woman as a girlfriend. Very funny relationship. They remind me of Tanner.
And of course, guys, the big dance number at the end was fantastic. As Tanner mentioned, that white boy got some noobs. Not noobs. That white boy got some moves, and I can definitely understand why Deb just, like, immediately forgave him after witnessing it.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened.
Yeah. They didn't need any big talk or anything. She's like, okay, I forgive you. Which, like, you know, Jackson and I argue all the time, and we don't need to get in it too much here, okay? But, like, we've come to blows on plenty of occasions. I've won maybe, like, 36% of those physical altercations. Whatever, it's not all that important. But yeah, the point is, if Jackson busted out some of those dance moves on me, I would absolutely forgive him for whatever terrible thing he did recently.
Another bit of the movie, too, is the fact of Rico is just here to fuck up people's lives, and I think you can't count on more than one hand how many times he fucked up Napoleon's life, but the dude really is just coming in and starting shit that doesn't need to happen, and then just dips out and... Yeah, like... God damn. Like, the fucking, what was it? He gave those flyers to those two girls, one of which I believe is like Lizzie McGuire. She plays Lizzie McGuire, or she's like the twin to the person we know as Lizzie McGuire. Sister. Either way. Yeah, her sister. And then they just plaster those things all over his locker. It's not even his fault. It's just like, you know, his weird-ass uncle who's doing weird-ass shit. Or like when he throws the meat at Napoleon riding Pedro's bike, and then like later on in the movie, he throws a grapefruit at his van. I thought that was, you know, pretty ironic moment and well-deserved. And he tries to kick Napoleon's ass, and then Napoleon fucking one-shots him and jumps over the fence and runs away.
Yeah.
Well.
So, guys, do we have much else to say about Napoleon Dynamite?
It's a good comedy.
Yeah, it is a good comedy.
Yeah.
I can see why they turned it into an adult animated sitcom, and then it failed horribly. It only lasted 6 episodes.
Oh.
Epic.
Alright, I'm sticking with my B+ here.
I'm sticking with my B.
I was totally joking before with my rating. I just wanted to say it out loud to see if I'd get some kind of reaction. I'll give this movie a B-.
Whoa.
That's so low.
I know your first one was a bit, but, like, that's maybe the biggest drop we've had so far.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as low as what my original rating of this movie was. You guys talked about it, and I was like, maybe I was being too harsh on this movie. So I started perusing my, movies and like, what would I, like, much rather watch and not watch over this movie?
What was your original rating gonna be?
D-.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, why?
It was insanely boring and kind of dumb.
That's maybe the biggest jump up we've had. Anywho, that landed at a solid B overall.
Let's go.
Whoa.